Well, what began in March with a 12-match road odyssey in the snow of Colorado ended 7 months later in some flurries from Sandy, Utah. The Timbers' first-round playoff ouster abrupt in a season that never really found any rhythm. Now, with a true off-season to reevaluate and reload, we rewind with Coach Gio.
Definitely, there were a lot of things that we had to deal with this season that was very different than we have experienced before.
Odd year in so many regards, and being a manager, a coach, you've got to manage attitudes. You have to manage so many off-the-field things. A lot came up this year, but that's part of the gig for you.
Yeah, no. Listen, when we coach, we know what the job brings, and many people think that it's only, what formation you're going to put and the tactics on the game and to put together a practice. No, coaching and the stuff outside the field sometimes. I've been coaching for many years, and it's a big part of it. And you have to know how to deal with those situations, and that sometimes is what makes the group be even stronger when you go through those moments and the team keeps united, keeps on going forward.
Contract talks, I'm sure, already underway with Mr. Valeri. Obviously, he means so much to this club and to this city and just everything that goes along with it. I know you'd love to see him back. Where do you guys stand?
The club stands in a point in which, and personally, there's the hope that he's going to stay. There's the hope that we can, see him continuing with the Portland Timbers, that he can retire here in this club. This is not only what the fans want, this is what the club wants as well. This is why, as a coach, what I would love to see, that Diego could stay with us. And I'm sure that the club and Diego are, making the best effort to see if that's going to happen. So we remain hopeful in that sense. I know people love him, and I think he's earned that with the things that he's done for the club. And right now, the conversations are ongoing, and we'll see how it's going to end up.
At the end of the day, though, you don't have the wallet.
My wallet. No. Listen, these are situations that have to be handled in the proper way, and I think the start is good in regards to the fact that we want him to stay.
Brian Fernandez, obviously, can't speak too much to what he's going through now, but just the support that he had through this season. He's a guy that reached out for help because he needs it.
Yes. He needed to be in this place to make sure that he recovered. We've been making sure that we support him in this situation. It's not an easy one, but he's an important part of the family, and we believe that this is the step that he had to take in order to make sure that he was able to have the necessary care that he needed at this particular point. So that's why we all, we're hopeful that this, could be the best situation for him.
Have you been able to communicate with him?
Yeah, I spoke to him on the car right now, driving. So definitely, we talk all the time. We communicate, and we always check in to make sure that he's okay.
You're watching a Fox 12 special. Countdown to Kickoff, postseason edition, on your home for the Portland Timbers.
Well, the sudden late absence of Brian Fernandez, the public contract negotiation with Diego Valeri, the wonky schedule all year long, and the Timbers Army protests. Timbers certainly had a lot going on away from the pitch in 2019. On it, video assistant referee played a role in some of the results too. VAR, where we kick off our Part 2 chat with Gio.
Listen, I have to be honest. I know sometimes we try to be political correct in those moments, and it's because we try to respect the competition. I know that this year, probably one or twice, I had to, say a couple of things out loud because I think our players also needed somebody to defend the situation for us. I never expect that anybody's going to do something on purpose. But I do believe that this year, the continuity, it was in our favor. What we want is just for the referee to try to be as steady as they can. We know that sometimes they're going to make mistakes, even with VAR. But sometimes you see, and I'm someone that really analyzes these things. I didn't think that many things that went our way. we have to think more than that, because also it's always in our hands to be able to create everything that happens on the field. And as I said a few times, I think we have to be dominant in a way that we cannot allow those situations to influence what we're looking for. But definitely I feel that this year could have been better from that sense.
How about the playoff structure? Obviously, you guys had just the one match, but no more two-leg system. Cups can be finished up here in a couple of weeks. I personally like it. What about you as a coach?
Listen, if we think about as a coach for the competition in regards to make it a little bit more fair, definitely, I don't think that is the best. But the reality is, looking at it from the standpoint of excitement, competition. But when I'm talking about competition, is now you have one game. You cannot have a team that can say, I'm going to go play at home, let me take the more conservative approach, and then I'll see what happens when we go back home. Now it's one game. So for me, the games have been very exciting. I think the games have been very open. So I think it's been a good thing for the entertainment of the game. And as I said before, for the coaches, it becomes a little more difficult because one game, something can happen and then you're out. But you have to, we have to learn how to navigate through that, because there's no doubt that it makes it more exciting for the fans.
Some contentious atmospheres late in the season with all the United Front stuff and the Army standing their ground to eventually get what they wanted. This crowd means so much to what this team's able to do. There were some odd nights, but I think in the long term, it's for the right reason. And I know that you had their back.
The Army is everything. The Army is that component that gives this game what it needs. The reality of what you see in Europe, in South America, the timber brings that energy to the team that it makes the game be to a different level. Is that push that what makes the game be real. And we always, of course, mention that we care about what happens inside the field, and we have to be able to win games and be dominant regardless to whatever situation happens, because we can control what goes inside the field. But having the support, the days that the Timbers Army comes in and is in full strength in supporting, and it's incredible. I mean, for me, it's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to be here in Portland, because I wanted to feel that. I'm a passionate guy in regards to, I love soccer, and I love the right environment, and the Timbers are just incredible and unique. And that's why I think they're fundamental for this club. And always appreciative for everything that they do. And maybe during that time it was a little bit complicated because also the players, they need the support, especially when we're home. We need the support from the Army because they're unique and they're amazing.
24/7, 365, that's you in soccer. You got to be able to get away a little bit. What's vacation for Gio? There's got to be a win.
We'll try. We'll try to schedule something. I'm one that likes to work a lot, but we have to also take some time off. I think we're planning two trips, so hopefully they go away. They go the right way, and definitely is in the plan to go a little bit to a beach, to relax for a few days. And then, another trip in which I'm lucky because my wife likes to watch soccer as well, so I fit in a couple of games in between.
You're the right
so it's always good. Yeah. It's always good. But we're definitely looking to, to spend some time as a family a little bit.